Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's your girl Shyla. Today I'm going to be doing something very simple. It's just going to be a get ready with me and kind of a simple Q&A. This is my very first video on YouTube and I just want everyone to know that I am a little congested right now because I live in Michigan and it is getting cold, so I have allergies, so I sound a little congested. I promise I won't sound like this in all of my videos. So just bear with me. So I went ahead and did moisturizing off camera, so I won't be moisturizing my face on camera. The first thing that I'm going to start with is a face primer. It is the Wet n Wild matte face primer. I'm just going to apply this all over my face, all over, including on the eyelids, and as I'm doing my makeup tutorial, I will be reading off some questions that I received, kind of as a get to know me kind of thing, who you are type of person, you know, stuff like that. I do apologize for the lighting and the setup. It's not the greatest right now. I am working on a more professional layout, more professional kind of setup. I'm just, you know, just starting out. It is what it is, you know. Alright, get some primer here on the eyelids. Alright, and everyone is different. I personally like to start out with foundation and build on my face. Some people prefer to build on their eyes first and then go to the foundation. It's all about what you prefer. So the first product I have for my face is L'Oreal True Match. I am a very white, pale type of girl, so I have to use Natural Ivy with a cool undertone, so Natural Ivy C2. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying this to my face and answer some questions. So the first question I received was, why don't you model? You're pretty enough for it. So if you know me, you know that I did some modeling in the past and I absolutely loved it, and I was trying my best to kind of get started in the modeling industry and, you know, kind of be discovered, if that's what you want to call it. And it just kind of took a turn for disaster. I got discovered by some of the wrong agencies, and they just weren't in it for anything other than money. They didn't want to help me out. They wanted me to pay like a monthly subscription to be a part of this agency. And from what I know, like my basic knowledge, you are not really supposed to pay for a monthly subscription to an agency. Like, if you're signed to an agency, like, aren't they supposed to be paying you? Like, I know I was just starting out and all that, so I'm like, you know, I'm not expecting like a monthly paycheck. Mind you, I was also only 14 at the time. So I was like, a 14-year-old girl, like, I am not expecting a paycheck unless I do like an actual modeling gig. But it kind of felt wrong, the fact that my dad was paying X amount of money each month to have me be a part of their agency. So I was a part of that agency for about maybe a year. And finally, I just told my dad, I was like, you know, I don't think that this is taking me anywhere. I don't really think that it's doing me any good. So if you want to go ahead and like just cancel, I'm fine with that. And I will focus on school and, you know, maybe see where that takes me. So we went ahead and canceled that subscription, and I kind of like stepped away from modeling for a while, and I ended up going through a really rough time in high school. So I kind of just didn't really do much with it, and then just recently this year I found my passion for it again, and I was like, you know, I really miss modeling. I really want to do modeling again. So I actually, this past week, I got some modeling headshots taken, and I am in the process of applying to modeling agencies around Los Angeles and Atlanta. The problem is, though, a lot of the modeling agencies have a height requirement, and their height requirement is mostly 5'7" to 5'11" girls. And if you've ever seen me in person, I'm very short. I am 5 foot. So I'm having a very hard time finding the right agency that I can apply to without having to, you know, have that height requirement. So the next product I'm applying to my face is the Wet n Wild concealer. It says Photo Focus. It's Photo Focus concealer here. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna apply that. It's a very basic concealer kind of thing, kind of deal. So we'll go ahead on with the next question. I feel like I pretty much answered that question to the best of my abilities. See here, get this started. I do a very basic concealer. I've seen a lot of different videos where people are like, no, that's not how you apply concealer. You do it this way, you do it that way. I just think that it's different for everyone. Everyone does their own kind of thing when it comes to concealer. And, you know, everyone does their makeup a different way. And that's totally okay. If you don't apply your concealer here, then you don't apply your concealer here. I am a judgment-free zone. If you don't apply your concealer here, do you, girl or man, however you want to do your makeup. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead with my second question. Now, this question was kind of a question I wasn't expecting to be answering on my very first YouTube video. But I guess because it's that year and everything going on, it was bound to happen. So this next question says, if you had to spend an hour, it said, would you rather spend an hour talking to someone who has broken English or arguing for an hour with a Trump supporter? I don't want to get too much into politics on my channel because I don't want this to be that kind of place. I want it to be kind of a safe zone. So I want to just make that clear off the bat. And my answer to this question is just going to be, I would rather spend an hour arguing with someone who has broken English. I don't want to get too much into it. I just want to leave it at that. I don't want to get into politics on this channel because I feel like that everywhere you go these days, it's politics. You can't escape it. It's out in public, it's on your social media, it's on the news, it's on the radio stations, it's in newspapers. So the last thing I want to do is have you watching a political YouTube video because you're probably sick of politics and you just want to find that escape. And if I can be someone's escape from the politics and all the BS going around, then I have mission accomplished. So here I'm just finishing up my concealer, and I am using the mirror on the palette that I'm actually going to be using today, which is the Mercury Retrograde. So the next question I'm going to answer, what kind of videos will you be posting? So I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that sticks strictly to one thing. I don't want to be like a beauty guru on YouTube. I don't want to be someone who just does like challenges of some sort or someone who only does one thing. I want this to be like a variety channel where I used to be doing different variety things, where I'm doing, maybe one day I'll be vlogging and then one day I'll be doing a get ready with me video, or another kind of like, you know, something, you know, hanging out with my friends, doing crazy challenges type stuff, you know? So I am just doing my contour real quick. I am not a makeup guru by any means. I have only just recently started doing contour. So I have tried out different contour sticks to see what works best for me. I'm kind of on the edge about this contour stick right now, so just bear with me. This is the Hard Candy Highlight and Contour Face Duo Stick. So this is what I have been using to contour my face a little bit, and also I've been using like the Hard Candy bronzer to kind of smoothen it out, soften it up. Also, I didn't wet my beauty blender before this all started, so kind of struggling with that. So another question I got was a question I was definitely expecting, because I live in a small town in Michigan, and it's not like a normal thing for someone from my town to be doing any kind of famous thing like YouTube, modeling, you know, stuff like that, acting, singing. There are a lot of rappers around here, so I can't say that there's no rappers around here. So the question I got that I will answer as soon as I'm done with this contour. Okay, so I went ahead and applied the contour off camera, and I tried to fix up the lighting a little bit. Still not the greatest, but we're working with what we got. So back to the question, who was your inspiration? Let me pull these questions back up here. Yeah, so who was your inspiration to start a YouTube channel? Honestly, it's been a mixture between a lot of different people. It's a lot of different, I watch a lot of YouTubers. My main YouTubers that I watch are Kenan JC and Sam and Colby, wearing their merch, their new merch, their Better Together collab merch. I was very inspired by Kenan JC and Colby and Sam, or Sam and Colby, because they also came from small places, you know, like Sam and Colby are from Kansas. Like, who do you know that's famous in Kansas? JC came from somewhere in Texas. Like, Texas is a big, okay, so Texas has a lot of, like, famous people from it, so, but, like, he wasn't around, you know, big name people, and Kian came from Iowa. Didn't know that came off, but okay. Kian came from Iowa, which also, like, not a lot of people you know from Iowa that are, like, big, you know. So they kind of just started with the bare minimum, started from the bottom, now we're here kind of thing. So they kind of inspired me to do what I'm doing now and really just go for it. I've been wanting to do stuff like this for a really long time. I just haven't felt motivated, and I haven't really felt like that could be my thing. So I really got inspired by them, and here we are. So those have been my biggest inspirations. Okay, so the first color I'm going to be applying to my face today is the shade Libra. This really nice toned purple here from the Mercury Retrograde palette. And I am going to actually just go ahead and apply that with my index finger, because I just want to do a really light coating on the lid here, and I just don't want to get too carried away with the brush. So we're just going to go ahead and put that on here with my finger. Okay, so there's that really nice toned purple. So another question I received, my phone keeps locking and I have all my questions here on my phone. What would be your dream vacation? This question is very broad, because if you know me at all, or even if you haven't known me and you're just now watching me, I'm a huge traveler. I love traveling. I take vacations with my dad very, very often, and I've been to a lot of different places. So having a dream vacation for me is a really big thing, because I feel like literally anywhere could be a dream vacation and I'd be content, or if I went on vacation anywhere, I would be content. But I have always wanted to spend New Year's and like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, because I know that you guys have had to have seen their fireworks show. Like, you have had to have seen videos of their awesome fireworks shows, and like the celebration that the celebrations that they do for New Year's is beautiful, and I want to experience that. So I think my dream vacation would have to be Dubai. Another dream vacation, I would really love to see Italy. I really want to see Italy, like all over Italy, not just one specific place, but like all over Italy. I think it would be so cool to be out there and see like the culture and just everything. Like, I feel like Italy would just be like a dream spot for me. So the next color that I will be applying on my eyes today, the color called Hot Mess. So this dark shade here, Hot Mess, I'm gonna go ahead and apply that kind of like on the outer corners and the outer corners and like the crease. That's the word I'm trying to find, the crease. So we're gonna just do that here, and I got my brushes here. I'm just kind of getting the excess stuff off of. All right, and then go ahead with another question. Another question I was asked. Whoa, my light almost just fell. That was a little creepy. So I'm going to hit the excess off there. Another question I was asked was the place that, if you could live anywhere. It was like two questions. If you could live anywhere in the country, where would you live? Or if you could live anywhere in the world. So the first question, anywhere in the country. If I could live absolutely anywhere in America, I'm gonna sound very basic, but it would be LA. I feel like I fit in LA. I feel like I could fit in there because I really want to do I really want to do modeling. I really want to be an aspiring actress. I really want to do the YouTube thing. Like, I feel like LA is really somewhere where that I could find the most inspiration and most motivation to do what I absolutely want to do. And I think that I could really fit in there, and that's been my dream place to live since I was a kid. Like, I've wanted to do this kind of thing since I was a kid, but I was not very vocal about it, because as I said before, I live in a small town in Michigan, and not a lot of people here are very nice. So if you express that kind of stuff, they're kind of like, yeah, you're never gonna make it, you're never gonna do that kind of thing, blah blah. And you know what, that's okay. Like, if I don't ever become an actress, my life isn't gonna be horrible. But if I can just live in LA and do my own thing in LA, mission accomplished. I feel like that would be my ultimate goal. I feel like that would be awesome for me, and I could really be content and happy doing my thing in LA. Like, even if I wasn't popular, so to say, I would be content doing my thing in Los Angeles, California. I'm still applying the same shade. I'm kind of just blending here and doing the thing with this. And the second part of the same question, I'm gonna go ahead and answer that too. Dream, like you're somewhere you could live. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? If I could live anywhere in the entire world, I think I would probably choose. That's a very hard question because I'm tossed up between a Caribbean island or the UK. And I know that sounds like really weird, like the UK, like anywhere in the world and you choose the UK. No shade to the UKers out there. But I feel like everyone in UK, like, obviously there's that stereotype that like people in London have attitudes and they're mean and rough and blah blah blah. That might be true. I don't know. I've never been to the UK. I'm not gonna pass judgment because I've never been there. I don't know. I have an attitude. If you know me, you know I have a little bit of an attitude. Most girls do, you know. It's kind of just our thing. So, and it's not even just like about that, but like, take a little commercial break so I can apply this under my eye. I feel like UK would be like a really cool spot. I feel like UK could be a really good spot to live, like somewhere really cool. Like, I don't know. I don't really know my reasoning. I just think that'd be really cool. My reasoning for the Caribbean, however, I like hot. I like beaches, I like the ocean, I like hot weather all the time. I hate living in the cold, I hate the snow. Can't do any of that. So I would love to live in a Caribbean island where there's beaches surrounding me everywhere. It's hot all the time, and Caribbean islands are very, very free. They are there's not a lot of laws that you have to follow, not a lot of laws that you're gonna break. The crime rate is very low in some Caribbean islands. So I think that it'd be really cool to experience that kind of lifestyle. So the next shade I'm using here is called Cosmic. It's like this really pretty light purple sparkly kind of shade, and I'm going to apply that here in the inner corner and work the way out here. Add a little sparkle and shine to the look. So the next question I'm going to answer is a funny question because I was expecting this question. I was 100% expecting someone to ask me this question because it's a juicy question. Everyone wants to know. I get asked it all the time. Who am I crushing on? Who is my crush? Who am I mysteriously crushing on? The answer is nobody. I just kind of am living my life right now. I am not really crushing on anyone around here, I should say. I do have a crush who lives in LA, but it's kind of like something, it's like a fangirl kind of crush. It's not like a legitimate type of crush because let's face it, he doesn't even know I exist, you know? So, if I would say that I have a crush, it's Colby Brock. Okay, have you seen that man? Let's discuss Colby Brock for a minute. Have you seen that beautiful man? And if you haven't, allow me to introduce you to Colby Brock. Okay, so I went ahead and finished my makeup off camera because I felt like the video was getting kind of long. So this is the final look. Do like a little light montage. It's very basic. I did a light wing, not too dramatic. I was going to add eyelashes, but I just kind of decided against it. I'm just not feeling lashes. This is a very good look. If you feel like you could add, I mean, you could definitely add lashes if that's something that you wanted to do. You could definitely do that. This is my crazy wild natural hair. I was going to straighten it and then I got lazy and here we are. So this is my natural hair. So I just want to answer maybe 2 more questions before the ending of the video and kind of have a knot in my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer 2 more questions and then go ahead and wrap this up. Also, don't make fun of me for rocking the middle part. My hair kind of has a mind of its own. So the last 2 questions I'm gonna go ahead and answer were oh, you know what? I answered all questions except for 1. The last question I have to answer, so I guess that pretty much wraps it up. The last question I got was, do I have a boyfriend? The answer is no. I don't have a boyfriend. I've been single for quite some time. I just don't feel like I'm really in the place for a boyfriend. Like, I'm not searching for a boyfriend. I think that if someone were to come along that kind of I got along with, I was attracted to, he was attracted to me, we kind of just, you know, got along, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know, so Colby Brock hit me up. No, I'm just kidding. Unless, no, but, so I am single. I'm not really looking for anything. You know, if it happens, it happens. I'm kind of someone who firmly believes that you can't go searching for love. You have to, like, it has to find you. You have to let it find you. It's not something that you should go out searching for, because if you look too hard, you kind of get screwed in the middle, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. So I'm gonna be the cliche YouTuber and ask you to go ahead and hit the like button if you liked it, leave a comment, ask more questions you want to know, and finally subscribe to me, subscribe to your girl Shyla, and stay tuned for more videos.